Google ranking dropped. G'day guys, Ron here from Osborne Digital Marketing. Today I'm going to show you how to fix your keyword ranking drop. So all you're going to need today is Google Search Console, SEMrush. If you have it, you can use something like Ahrefs and your website. That's it guys, that's all you're going to need. Okay, so let's jump into it. First thing is, you would have noticed that the phone stopped ringing. It's not ringing as much as possible. You're not getting those contact form fills. What's going on? You've obviously dropped keywords. That's what's happened to you. So let's walk through how you'll ascertain what has dropped and how you can go about fixing those keyword drops. So what you're going to need to do is start by coming into Google Search Console. You're going to come up to the last 3 months. All right. So you're going to click on this. Now it's going to say last 3 months. You're going to go across to compare. Now I like looking at the last 3 months because we've had like 4 crazy updates in the last couple of months. It's been in the last 6 months, it's been bananas, guys. So you want to sort of ascertain what's happened to you over those updating periods. Now, you can look out longer if you would like, but me, generally, I work in quarters with my campaigns. I work as 3 months. In 3 months, I want to achieve this. In 3 months, I want to achieve that. That's how I actually structure all of my campaigns. I don't waste my time from month to month because it's just pointless in this game, especially nowadays. So compare the 3 months to the 3 months. And this is what I'll do for my clients as well on my other websites. I just throw it into here, see what we've done well, see where we've sort of had a bit of a fail. Now, unfortunately, I don't know, I might be able to zoom in a bit, but then we lose all the data because of Google's brilliant UI. So I want to look at these columns. Now, the way I start is pages, because obviously with SEO, it lifts all... it's an incoming tide and lifts all ships. All right. So I click the pages tab here. Now what I do is I look at impressions. So I see where I've lost the most amount of impressions. So you can see I've lost 100,000 impressions. All right. I've lost 68 clicks for the page, how to improve your local SEO in 2022. I wonder why that is. It's 2022, guys. Create evergreen content. Yeah, right. So then the other thing that you want to look at too is the position difference. So it's going to calculate all of the average sort of positions, and it's going to be like, well, 3 months ago you're here and now you're here. This is where you want to look at, and look at from the page level, because again, you can then start to tear it apart. So you've got the home page. We're not going to work at the home page. Oh, look at this. Here's our next one. So we've lost 60,000 impressions. All right, we've lost 4 clicks for the page that I have. What are backlinks and why are they important? Okay, so position-wise, on average, we're sort of sitting about the same. There hasn't been an improvement, but there's been a significant drop in impressions. Let's work out why. So what you want to do is you would just want to click onto that. All right. And now we're going to be able to look at the queries in Google Search Console. So when you're trying to figure out why your Google ranking dropped, you want to be able to look at the queries as well. Because again, remember, SEO, it's not just about one thing. It'll pull in a heap of things, a heap of related queries that will help you rank. So let's have a look at the queries. Let's see what's going on here. We can, again, filter by what impressions, what we dropped for the most and what we haven't. Website backlinks, backlink search, backlink profile, backlink websites. You can start to see all of these keywords. What is a backlink audit? All of these keywords. Now you can come over to the position, and remember the position is what you were and where you are now. So you can see that as an example, in the backlink searches, in the impressions, I've lost 2,000 searches. So I've been talking all day, guys. My voice is going to go a couple of times. So you've got 2,000 lost impressions, but I'm up 14 positions. Do you want to go after and fix that keyword? Probably not. Probably not, because the higher that keyword gets, as an example, the more likely that you're going to drive clicks. The main thing is that you want to look at the clicks. What clicks have you lost? So where are we losing out on clicks? So main thing for us, we're losing out on clicks is what are backlinks. This is how you then drive into it. So next is the clicks. What was driving people to my website that they're not there anymore? So whilst the impressions are only down 536, it's the clicks I care about, because the clicks are leads. The clicks is traffic. The clicks is the dollars. And that's how you want to approach this. So from here, we're like, okay, you can export all this data, which I would suggest doing, guys. Just Google Sheet it out. Now, you'd want to have a collection of all of this because you're going to do it for every single page that you've noticed the significant impression drop that is actually relevant. So you don't want to be doing like boring stuff that's not going to be too relevant. Now, let me zoom in a little bit so you can see these numbers a little bit more and a little bit clearer. All right. Now, the way you want to work out, okay, what's the difference? How many clicks have I lost? You can create your own column over here. Obviously, last 3 months. That. Okay, we've lost 2 clicks. Cool bananas. And you can do the same thing with impressions, guys. And you can make up your own column and do that fancy stuff from there. I'm not going to sit here and show you what exactly to do. Like, you know, you've added this stuff in before. Let's move along. So once you can build out your own columns, because unfortunately the percentage drops, the differences isn't exported for some strange reason. I don't know why they don't do that, but it's not. So you have to add your own columns in, guys. Highly recommend that. But let's look at this keyword. What are backlinks? All right. What are backlinks? What would we do now? We're sitting here, we're going, okay, well, this is the page that we're losing out the traffic on. Okay. So let's have a look at this page. Let me open up this page, because what you want to do now is jump over into SEMrush. Now, the reason you want to jump into SEMrush is, well, a couple of reasons. We want to see what SEMrush is actually reflecting, that these are the keywords we dropped. But we also want to see what are external factors that could have caused this page to drop. Because if you're ranking really well and then you have a page that drops because you had 10 backlinks all removed, there's your answer. There's your answer. So let's use SEMrush to ascertain what's going on here. So let's throw this bad boy in here. Worldwide, sick. I want my filter. Let's have a look. Come on, SEMrush. We want to go exact. Sorry for the lag time, guys. That is my bad. All right. So as you can see here, we were doing quite well with some keywords, and wabamo. We had a bit of a hit. A bit of traffic was coming in, not so much anymore. All right. So it has picked up a little bit for us. This one page, it has 575 keywords ranking for us, which is across the globe, but still doing quite well. So you can come in here and actually have a look. Now, one cool thing that I like about SEMrush is what you want to do is, let's go to this tab here when this thing loads, is look at the position changes. So you can click on this tab right here. And again, apologize for the slow load speed, guys, but that's what I'm dealing with right now. So you've got the position loss. Okay, so we can start to ascertain, have a look in there and see where we started to lose those keywords. So you can actually start to see where it's been lost over. So you can have a look over 6 months. And you can start to see, again, what's been dropping for you. What's new, what's dropped. But as you saw, it's not as comprehensive as Google Search Console. Google Search Console is where you need to start. SEMrush is just your backup. It's what you want to look at as an overall, because it's not going to have as much stuff. You sort of got to go back through and be like, oh, we lost a fair few here. You've got to go month by month by month. It's painful. So it's Google Search Console, but it's great insights. All right, so the next part that you can do is just a quick check of the actual backlink. All right, so you can see how many domains you've got referring into that, how many backlinks you have, checking this out. So saying that there's 9 referring domains for this page. So it's saying that we've got 15 backlinks. Why is this pulling in the root domain there? Does not seem right. Why is that pulling in the root domain? So it's saying we've got 9 backlinks linking into this bad boy. We've got 15 backlinks, 9 referring domains, sorry. So let's have a look at that. Let's just make sure that they're all coming into these pages. So let's have a look and make sure that that is the case. Okay. So we can come in here and have a look and make sure that those backlinks are there. Now you can go through. So if your Google ranking dropped, you want to go through and be like, oh, look at this. what are these links? All right, what are these links? Are these links trashy links? Is it because of these links that my Google ranking dropped? Is that how I would go about fixing my keyword ranking drop, by removing this stuff? All right. Is that how I'm going to fix my ranking drop? So look at the backlinks. If the backlinks do look kind of clean, they make sense, all right, leave it. It's not the blogs. It's not the backlinks. It's not the referring domains coming in. Why did you drop? Okay. So the next step from there is we've got to make sure that we're actually looking at the piece of content. All right. Now, a big thing where a lot of people overlook is their Google rankings will drop. Like you've seen on my thing back there before, it was 2022. Guys, if you talk about dates in your content that's 2022 and it's 2023, it's 2024, Google knows. It knows that page is then, it was published on this day. It knows all of that data. So of course it's going to drop you. That's why it is advisable every single year, just try and get into each blog and update something, just, paragraph here and there, just to bring it up and make it look newer and relevant to Google. Do not change your URL, because then you lose everything, but just go in there and update a bit of content. All right. So what we want to do from here is just have a look at the page. Remember, the main keyword that we're looking at for us is the biggest thing that we'd had dropped clicks on, not dropped impressions, but dropped clicks on. So things that were a ching. So what are backlinks? All right. Let's have a look. What are backlinks? So it looks like that's probably the target keyword here. What are backlinks? All right. So what are backlinks? We've mentioned it twice in here, only twice. All right. Interesting. Okay. All right, let's have a look at that. Let's bring up this. Now, what we've got to do from here, all right, at the end of the day, this is, from memory, this is a pretty competitive keyword. You just bear with me. I'm pretty sure that this is a pretty competitive keyword. What are backlinks? I think it is. Don't quote me, guys. Let me just double check. What are backlinks? Okay, no, super easy keyword to go after. Very easy. Light traffic as well. So obviously joking. So what you want to do now is you've got to just traditional SEO, and your traditional style now comes back into play. Okay, I've taken the hit for that keyword. What's gone wrong? What has gone wrong? The impressions were down by 500,000. What's gone wrong? So you'll want to come in and you want to look at Google like you always do. Now you can either look at Google or you can just jump into SEMrush and enter the keyword in. I personally like this because it does give me a little bit of an unbiased, but if you're an unbiased review, but if let's say you're going after a geo-specific keyword, you're in that location, you've got a clean browser, go bananas on that location. Let's look at Backlinko. All right, let's see what they've got going on. Okay, so yep, cool bananas, same thing. So if your Google rankings drop, what would you do from here? Well, now it's about creating an optimized piece of content that serves the purpose of that keyword. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing right now. So we're going through and we want to have a look. Okay, their page is a lot of images, a lot more relevant, cool, very appealing images compared to what we've got. So what would we want to do? Well, let's just have a little bit of analysis like we always do. Let's go on to SEO Quake. Let's crack open this bad boy and see that. Let's have a look at our page as well. Same thing, guys. Let's have a look at some densities. So first things first, like densities, great place to start. Where's 3 phrases? Okay, so this is Backlinko. Yep. All right, so I can't see it in there, so they're obviously not using it. It's not repeating a lot, which is very interesting. So let's just find it. What are backlinks? Should already be in there 4 times. It's saying. All right. So they're saying that they only use it 2. It's 15% density, or not 15%, 0.15 density. What have we got? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Control F. Oh, 6 times. Okay. Oh, Are we maybe a little bit over optimized? 0.27. 0.27 it's appearing for our content. Now, obviously, if you really want to learn about content optimization and everything like that, I'm going to have another video linking, because if you're sitting there confused and not understanding what I'm doing right now, go and watch this other video. But I'm just giving you an example on things that you can look at. Your Google rankings just dropped and you're trying to figure out quickly what's gone wrong. So you want to have a look at that and be like, okay, density is up, but it's not that much. And again, I'm looking at the 3-phrase keyword, okay? That's not really necessarily the right way. Let's have a look at backlinks. Let's see how often that appears. All right, let's bring up to the most frequent. Bring it all the way up to the top. Backlinks. Okay, I've got a density of 1.89%. All right, I've got it in my H1. What have they got? Let's have a look. Bet you it's going to be somewhere the same, guys. I bet it's going to be very, very similar. I'll probably be over optimized. Bazinga. Yep, there we go. So they've actually got it at 0.91. Am I over optimized? Am I over optimized for backlinks as an example? Because really, like, what are backlinks of what I'm going after? Now, you want to apply this same principle to any other keyword that you're going after. So if I come back into Google Search Console and I'm looking at any of these other queries, apply the same principle. But a few tips and tricks when your Google rankings drop, and they drop dramatically, something that you want to consider. Let me just show you as an example. Here we go. Creating backlinks for SEO. Now, that's dropped, right? That's dropped. I've dropped off the click. I've dropped the impressions. But maybe I should actually have my own page for creating backlinks for SEO. Targeting and trying to re-optimize the page around a non-primary keyword, a non-seed keyword, isn't really relevant. It's not relevant for me. But backlinks websites, type of links in SEO, that is actually something that I probably would want to power up and would also re-optimize for this primary article. Because the reason is, it's like, this is tying into the main topic. What are backlinks? The types of links in SEO. Yeah, that's really relevant to this page. But creating backlinks for SEO, that could be its own topic in on itself. And it's a different category. So why try and get this to rank higher up when I should create its own page, and this should be an internal link across to that page? So when your Google rankings drops, it's important that you follow this process. Start with Google Search Console, all right? Look at that. Look at the pages. Compare the data month on month. Check it out. I like 3 months now just because everything's changing so quickly, guys. So 3 months at a time's my ideal window for now. Used to be 6, now it's 3. Look at that, okay? Analyze that data. From there, throw it into SEMrush. See what's happening. Have you lost any backlinks? Because if you have lost backlinks, could be a reason why. Okay, like if we grab, as an example, let's grab Brian Dean's. Actually, let's just go back to the page. How many? He's got 2,200 referring domains. He's got 6,000 backlinks. Yeah, I've got to catch up to him a bit. So that's the thing. It's not necessarily, is it only going to be my on-page optimization, but it'll also be my off-page. Okay, so you also want to come in there and ascertain the backlink strategy. What's your backlink profile looking like? Generally, if you've lost keywords, it's not normally because, let's just say you've lost keywords, your backlink profile is okay. Generally speaking, it's going to be on-page stuff. It's going to be that you're ranking for all of these keywords, like the creating a backlink checklist for SEO, whatever it was before. And Google's going, oh, it's not really relevant, should be its own thing. That's going to drop you for that stuff. But if your primary starts to drop, it's on-page and off-page efforts you need to apply. And if you follow these principles that I've taught you today, you're going to smash it. Now, what you want to do is use Page Optimizer Pro to re-optimize your content. So I'm going to have a video popping up now for Page Optimizer Pro. I did a massive video on it, guys. A complete and utter walkthrough, so you'll be able to kill your new content. Just kill it. You'll do really, really well in the SERP. So you'll be able to optimize your content and then just need to do the stock standard backlink building. That's how it goes. If you've gained value, if you now know how to actually capture those Google ranking drops, well, make sure you like and subscribe.